Today, my mum and I are flying from the beautiful city of London all the way to the amazing San Francisco. But wait, how are we getting there? Well, we're flying with Virgin Atlantic, of course. So let's review the airline, the service, and of course the food, and see if Virgin Atlantic economy is really worth it.
Okay, let me show everyone what we have. Blanket, headphone,
A pillow,
and today we have 11-hour flight. I love long haul flight, and I even more happy because half the flights are empty.
Now the pillows were not the most comfortable, as they never are in the economy class of any airline, but we did have this nice headrest behind us which was very comfortable for added support. Even though this was economy class, the legroom was surprisingly generous. Even I was able to stretch my legs. We had the chance to upgrade to economy delight for 49 quid, and the main selling point of economy delight is that it has extra legroom, but the legroom over here, as you have seen, is very sufficient indeed. The cabin had that classic Virgin Atlantic purple glow which gave it a calm, relaxing vibe, and everything looked tidy, well kept, and thankfully, just like these pockets, nothing was falling apart. And a big shout out to the overhead fans, lifesavers for people like me who always feel like they're melting on planes.
You know, this plane look like a toys in front of Emirates plane. It's so small. Emirates 380 is massive.
Turbulence was minimal, and it was time to kick back with a little snack and a drink. Now, the in-flight entertainment screen wasn't massive, but it did the job, and the movie and show selection pretty solid. However, there was no live TV like Emirates, and also streaming services like Disney Plus were not available like Emirates either. And after chilling for a little while, it was dinner time. Sadly, no metal cutlery like Emirates, but let's see if the food made up for it. First up, a fresh, crunchy carrot salad. And yes, it lived up to its name. Then came the mascarpone pasta, absolutely drowning in cheese, which, honestly, I'm not complaining about. I absolutely adore cheese. It was creamy, not too salty, and it had a slight hint of sweetness from the tomato sauce. The pasta wasn't exactly al dente, but still a very good effort, Virgin Atlantic. After dinner, the crew quickly cleared everything up, and we were then given some hot tea to go along with the beautiful, creamy, and slightly dense chocolate pudding. And then, of course, on a long haul flight, you've definitely got to pay a visit to the bathroom. It was clean, the hot water was actually hot, and there was a mirror, but the toilet was actually very compact. Not a lot of space to maneuver and move around. And then a little while later, we were spoiled again. The food just kept coming. Hunger was not an option on this flight. And what did we get this time? A cheese toastie. If you're lactose intolerant, maybe just look away right now. And the sandwich, it was very rich, but that tomato chutney, it was absolutely delicious. It was tangy, it was jammy, and it cut through the richness of the cheese perfectly. But the bread had lost all of its former crunch that it once probably had. It was very floppy and a little chewy, but again, it was very delicious. And as this is a British airline, what came next was no surprise really. Afternoon tea, a warm scone, some proper hot tea, and a cute little box of sandwiches, and a mini dessert to finish off. Of course, jam and cream were provided to go with the scone, as jam, cream, and scones all go perfectly together like Keenan and Kel. And the sandwiches, the bread was soft, fluffy, the cheese was creamy, and the apricot chutney just added the right touch of sweetness / tanginess to balance everything out. And just as a last test, let's see how long it took the crew to get to me once I had pressed the button to call them. Impressive. Only 10 seconds. Very impressive. And as we were landing, let's give my overall thoughts. Virgin Atlantic really impressed me. The food was very good. There was plenty of it. The service was very polite and very prompt. The atmosphere, as I showed you earlier, was calm, and the toilets were very clean. Would I fly with them again? Absolutely. Are they better than British Airways? 100%.